Hello, today I have a bit of a different video. If some of you follow me over on Instagram and TikTok, I did post a different version of what I imagined Internet Girl would be like.
Haven't you heard I'm the internet girl?
Now I did post this back at the start of the year in January, but I did want to make a YouTube video where I spoke about why I think Internet Girl doesn't really work and what I would do if I had to creatively direct Internet Girl as a comeback. My credentials are I graduated from film school, I study marketing, and I used to social media manage a lot of company and brands, and I built up a lot of brand identities locally, whether it's in fashion or in music. So I think something like this would be definitely down my line. Now, this is not me pitching myself to katseye, but if they do want to work together, let's work together.
Oh my god, is this real?
I know this video isn't about
Gnarly.
but I think it's quite important to like analyze the closest sound we've seen from katseye, that being Gnarly, which is like a sibling of Internet Girl. Gnarly's songwriter is Alice Longyugao, and she said that a lot of her songs are created in Chinese Mandarin first, and then they're translated into English.
My creative process, I would think of something in my head and intuitively, because Chinese is my first language, so obviously I think about it in Chinese, and then I have this translation process happening in my head, and then I speak out loud in English because most people I work with in LA, their first language is English, specifically in the music making circle. Funny thing is, English speakers sometimes thinks that I'm iconic by mistake. I am iconic, but sometimes I would say something, it doesn't fully make sense, but it makes sense in a very magical and philosophical way.
But she basically explains that language, in the way it's presented, can really change the perspective and the way the viewer experiences the song. And I think that's really important, because when you listen to something as weird as Gnarly, which, let's all face it, Gnarly is weird, but I think Gnarly is what you would call kitsch or camp. And then when you look at Internet Girl, it's something which is cliche, and also it gives like parody. Oh, okay. What? When Internet Girl was performed for the first time at a katseye concert, people loved it. And I think I personally knew immediately that with such a sound and with the whole discussion of people being like, what, eat a zucchini? What's the dance? I was like, the thing that's gonna make or break this song is the music video. And that's what happened.
I'm getting out of here.
Eat zucchini. Eat zucchini.
What the fuck is going on in here on this day?
When the studio version was released, the baby voice was there. People found it to be not as, grungy. I don't know if that's a way to talk about a song, but the studio version felt too clean. It felt too polished. It's similar to what happened with Rich Man by Espa, where a song sounds too polished.
I am a rich man. I am a rich man. I am a rich man.
I'm a rich man. I'm a rich man.
All it needed was texture. All it needed was that grit to it. And Internet Girl is something that you really needed to play with the idea of it not sounding good, but on purpose. Do things with purpose. If you don't lean into it and you deviate or you try to like stay in the middle, it'll just come off as being not good enough or almost good enough. Like it's almost as good as what Gnarly was. And that's the thing that happened, was a lot of people just kept on comparing it to Gnarly. I think the live performance also helped with when they say, I'm getting out of here, all of the different ways that every member would say it also gave character to that. And I think the best example of this is the recent Gnarly performance they did at the Grammys, is when Yunche went, but she said it differently and people fell in love with it.
Like,
I saw so many TikToks of people being like, oh my god, I love the way she enunciated this lyric, and I want to hear that, like, hear that sound more. It's something that Alice talks about a lot. It's the way you speak. And a lot of people said on the demo they loved the way that she pronounced it, and they loved the way that she announced the words. Even though they were English, she had a certain accent, and it's something that people enjoyed because it matched that sort of weirdness factor to it all. So something like Internet Girl, where they're over here saying, haven't you heard, Amelie? You need to play around. And I think the zucchini part really does add that weirdness factor, but having a baby voice... choices. Why are we putting a baby's voice before we say eat a zucchini?
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
And even when the girls get questioned about this, like, why did you choose? Why are the lyrics eat a zucchini? Like, what? There was a weird ass question at the Grammys where someone said, like, something about like, oh, kids at home will be watching and hearing you guys say eat zucchini.
I think a lot of people out there are saying to their toddlers, eat zucchini. How did that come about?
Eat zucchini, how do I use it?
What?
How do I say, well, I Googled it. I literally went on Google. Yeah, I Googled the other day, like, eat zucchini. My girls are saying it, and I want to...
Everyone knows what eat zucchini is, like, it's a double, you know, meaning. So I'm over here being like, okay, so why do we have the baby voice? Why? The members sounded great. I don't get it. Like, I think Megan's I'm Getting Out of Here was really popular on TikTok, and everyone was like, oh my god, we love this part.
I'm getting out of here.
The music video is something that I also found to be lackluster. I knew that they were going to release a visualizer, but that is not something that you would want to see out of such a song as Internet Girl. And when I did create my version, because I did end up creating a Chronically online version, I did end up using memes and sound effects to enhance the storytelling of what Internet Girl is, because at the end of the day, you want to tell a story of what Internet Girl is, and you want to play around with what the viewer expects. So even like in the version I created, there's the meme of right in front of my salad, which came to mind immediately because I'm like, oh, zucchini, salad.
Sucking dick and cock.
And then there was the, have you ever had a Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy? Now, when I did upload my version of Internet Girl, a lot of people in the comments did say, oh, this would be an issue with like copyright, like the PR or whatever, the management for katseye would have a headache with trying to get all of these memes approved. But then I thought over to the queen, Gwen Blackwell.
I'm literally a model.
Her and Lorray had done an episode of feeding starving celebrities, and she couldn't use any of her memes. Now, if you know Gwen Blackwell, the icon, the diva herself, someone who really does inspire me and I look up to a lot. Her editing style is very much based on memes. When I'm speaking about the editing style, I did want to go ahead and give some credit to Olive. So, yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. But her solution to Netflix giving the restriction of unable to use memes because of copyright is to recreate the memes. And to me, that's even funnier, because an issue I found in the Internet Girl visualizer was the only addition we got from the performance side of things was the addition of their own memes. But imagine them recreating the memes I had used in the Chronically online version. It would be amazing. Not only would it give a chance to showcase the girl's ability to make things funny, it just shows that there's this almost, hey listen, we know what our audience wants to see, so let's play into that. It's a shame that such a comeback sort of went to waste. That's the best way I can describe it, is a comeback went to waste. I think this is something that they really worked hard for, and I think they got, what, 70-80% there, and then they just, the creative direction, I don't know what they were doing. Personally, I think the visualizer was cliche and on the nose, and yeah, no. Why were we having graphics of zucchinis coming in and out? I'm like, what's happening? Like, and not in a good way. I want something to make me, like, I want something to shock me in a good way. Make me feel shocked, make me feel surprised, make me be like, whoa, this is different, this is new. But don't do it in a way where it feels like it's a PowerPoint slide.
Yeah.
Katseye has always been known to be this organic, unfiltered girl group, and that's the thing that made them popular. So now them trying to sort of make it their brand is giving very much like, oh, we get you guys, we're trendy. And I know it's some 30, 40-year-old person in management calling these shots, being like, yes, let's tell the girls to do this and that and make it on purpose when it's not on purpose. Because I feel like the only way you can emulate is if you know what you're referencing. I don't think it's stuff which you can, like, I can't tell you what's popular with the 12-year-olds right now, even though we do get a glimpse of that with like 6, 7 and brain rot and I don't know, the weird TikToks that come out here and there, and it's like, oh, this is what the new gen wants to watch online. I can't tell you what that experience is like, because with my generation, we all know what we grew up with, and it's like a shared bonding experience. And my generation happens to be the generation that katseye is their age, you know, the members' age. Now, I know that katseye isn't maybe targeting their own age group, but it seems like the people that are wanting to listen to katseye are the people who are chronically online and currently in their, what, maybe 18 to 26 age range. So they're like teens to late, no, teens to mid-20s. 25 is mid-20s, yeah.
Can I get you anything? A gun.
So yeah, that's basically what I would do if I had to creatively direct katseye, internet girl. This was a different video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. And I will also say, please go check out Internet Girl Chronically Online version, which is the music video slash reimagination of what Internet Girl is. I'm going to link it down in the description and also pin it in the comments. It's over on my Patreon, but all you need to do is sign up for free. You don't have to pay the Patreon subscription, but if you do want to check out some of the mashups that I've made over on Instagram and TikTok, because I do share mini snippets of mashups I've been working on. Mashups are something that I really do enjoy just doing for fun. I recently released my own first debut DJ setlist. Set mix? Set? Not set list. Set list is the list. I recently released my first ever DJ set. Unfortunately, it's not performed live, but I'm working on making a live performance for you guys, so hopefully look forward to that. But if you want to go listen to that, it's called Heated Valentines, and it's heated rivalry Valentine's themed. I just loved the idea of it. It's a roller coaster of emotions. It goes from very like dance to like very low moments. I feel like it's a story, and that's something I really do love. I want to tell stories through anything I do, videos, music, movies, one day maybe, who knows. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.